There's no need even to have a college degree.
I never graduated from college.
America is drowning in student debt like never before.
But we're just stupid about education.
Well, oftentimes business education today, and I see it all the time, kids come out of college, the best colleges, Wharton and Harvard and Stanford and some of the great business schools, and they'll come out and they won't have practical experience.
Here are the top 3 things wrong with college in the US. 1, debt. As an 18-year-old, you can take out a loan for $250,000 with interest rates that rival returns in the stock market. That is a recipe for debt well into your 40s. Number 2, it is not global. Networks densely located in a city, even if it's New York, even if it's SF, or even it's LA, are just not likely to give someone the breadth of context they need as the world globalizes. We're seeing global companies serve global customers. Do you see the misalignment? Number 3, college is not continual. It's just short-sighted to think that every skill you need, you learn before 22 if you've done undergrad, or before 26 if you've done grad school. This subject is very personal to me because I am a dropout, but after skipping college, I ate shit for 8 months trying to figure out how to make mobile apps. I would toil around random blogs. The obscurity was so daunting. I mean, I was lucky because I met 2 friends on Facebook who were also making apps. My 2 friends were my seniors in the app game, which is just lucky. I've seen plenty of my friends start companies, sell companies, go on to be Y Combinator and Forbes Under 30 alum. And these are the things that we all agree people should do if they decide not to go to college. Growing is the key word here. When I dropped out in 2013, the hot space or the growing space was mobile apps and mobile technology. I started making hundreds of quick cash grabby apps, which I later learned was not the move, but that is a story for another time. If I dropped out today, I believe Web3, AI, and loosely climate tech have the best chances of changing the world in the next 10 years, especially if it's in Latin America, Africa, or the emerging market like Southeast Asia. I would create products and I would create media until you have a noteworthy headline. And you can then use that headline to reach out to people to build a community or friends in the space that you can share learnings with and you can share the journey with. This is really important because your network really compounds in a way that you can't see. And your work also compounds with that network. If I were to drop out again, the first thing I do is create a growing space. The key word here is growing. When I dropped out in 2013, it was clear to me that mobile apps and mobile technology would be kind of big. So if I created something of value in that space, I would be okay. Building your own path in a space that's growing is a super lonely road. You'll need a sounding board of people you can vent to and share learnings with and share struggles with that also are going through the same things that you can build relationships with. You can find this network or community of people on Twitter, on Discord, or places like Launch House or On Deck, which creates cohorts of people who are like-minded that you can share these struggles with. The goal here is to meet as many people as possible. And I would keep a list of everyone I've ever met and find a way to keep in touch. I like to keep in touch with iMessage because emails get cluttered. In addition, I like to use Instagram stories. It's a fun way to keep up with people without actually having to cold start a conversation. They can comment on my trips or my food or a meme I've posted. And it's just a natural way to get a dialogue going without that much effort. I typically like to give first. Everyone who's operating at the bleeding edge or who's kind of entrepreneurial wants to know their next investor, they want to know their next customer, or they want to know what's happening in the space. I love bringing up people in my network who I think have overlap, and usually this happens through industry or through personality. My personal favorite kind of intro is one that happens organically and you think, hey, you're just like my friend Jimmy. You should totally meet. And usually when people get that kind of intro request, they're open to do it more than something more transactional. It ends up being way more fun and way more organic. Over time, you'll get these reps in and it'll be clear to you who's really in your corner, who you really like, and who is actually relevant to your life path. And as you get better or level up with the thing you want to work on, people in your tribe or your circle or in your network will know you for this thing and tell their friends in the same category. And this is where the magical, random, serendipitous things happen that you can't really plan for.